Hello and welcome to another market update on gold. Yeah, we take a look at the gold futures chart. Only really a quick update as the market is opened for another trading week. Gold is holding up okay. Still we had a bit of a decline here, but that was probably, I don't want to say it was probably the last wave down, but it looks complete. It has given us a pretty much complete looking ABC structure now to the downside, and the C wave would be 5 waves. So as long as this last low is now holding, it's plausible to assume that at least a B wave bounce has started. At least from this area, I'm watching for a B wave bounce. A break above that last swing high at $3,061. That swing high from Friday would be an early indication that we have actually bottomed and that at least this B wave is playing out. I have adjusted resistance for this B wave to $3,070 to $3,155. And this is the resistance zone we discussed in the last update, but obviously it takes a break above resistance to suggest that we get one more high. One more high is still a possible scenario. I can't call a top yet. What I have done over recent weeks was to years to prepare you for these prices here. And now we are at a point where I'm not getting bearish yet, but cautious. One more high is still plausible as long as we hold, that last low here in this area, and as long as the pullbacks remain corrective. So this is a 3-wave move down so far. And the next bounce could be this B wave. Then if we see any 5-wave move down from the area between 3,070 to 3,155, it might be the beginning of a C wave down. And that would be then really the beginning of the, confirming the top process. Yeah. And it might take it overall towards 2,500 or lower in a larger degree. Wave 4, when this wave 3 has really topped. I showed you the larger time frame in the last video. So it really depends on the structure of this B wave or this bounce, okay? Because in a 5th wave, we could get to another high, maybe towards 3,250 or so. It depends a little bit on where the low really forms. But for now, I think we have to be ready for a bit of a relief bounce there and for a rally at least to resistance, yeah. And there is some structural resistance probably around these previous swing highs from Friday as well, and from Thursday around 3,160. But that aligns very well with that 78.6 retracement above. Yeah? So what we can do, though, before we wrap up the video, is to define, based on that last low that has formed now, define a possible target for a 5th wave, just highlighting relevant Fibonacci targets, yeah. And 3,215 is the 61.8 extension. That seems like a reasonable target because it's a typical Fibonacci extension target for a 5th wave, but it's only barely above the 3rd wave high in the yellow scenario. So we can add the next Fib level as well, 3,280. This would be my zone to watch should the market break above the initial resistance. But for me now, the focus will be on really watching that microstructure, observing the microstructure of the next bounce. I'm not even sure if it started yet, yeah, but it's crucial to observe this over the coming sessions to understand whether it looks more like a yellow wave 5, which might be impulsive, or like the B wave, which should be a 3-wave move up. So yeah, just a quick update about gold futures. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500 and regular updates about stocks and the Nasdaq, check out our stocks and S&P 500 membership. You'll find the link in the description. I've also pinned it to the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye bye.